This video will show you the dose calculation tool in InterSpec. This calculator is independent of any spectral data that you have loaded. To go to it, go to the Tools menu, then the Dose Calc item. And really, this tool should be seen as a rough guide. There can be lots of uncertainties or errors for your specific situation, so the results really should be taken with a grain of salt. The part of this calculator I use the most is this Dose tab. So on this tab, we can input a nuclide. Here, I'll input cesium-137. We can also input its age. Here, we'll go 1.5 megabequel. And then we'll set the distance. And now we can also add some shielding. Here, we'll just put in some iron, make it 1.5 centimeters thick. And this tool actually takes into account the downscatter and energy of the shielding. So it's not just a simple attenuation, it's also downscatter and the energy dependent effects from that. You can see here we can display the results in either sieverts or rem per hour. And since I don't deal with dose very often, there is a nice little table here that gives you equivalents. So if you were to stand 10 centimeters away from this source for about 117 minutes, you would receive about the same dose as one dental x-ray. Or 33.5 days would give you the same as your typical yearly background. I find this to be useful to kind of give myself a sense of what the dose actually means. So instead of computing a dose given a source and activity, we could instead, if we were given a dose, say from a handheld instrument, and we know the isotope and the distance, we could use the activity tab to calculate the activity of the source. Similarly, you can do the same thing for distance or shielding, but again, take all the results with a grain of salt as them just being decent estimates. This tool currently only takes into account gammas and X-rays from the decay of nuclides. It does not take into account neutrons or things like bremsstrahlung. It also doesn't take into account self-attenuation of sources either.